That's right. It is raining men here at the Sycamore Lounge. What the hell was that?
Nothing. Nothing. It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. Welcome to the show, guys. It's great to have you.
Live from the Sycamore Lounge. Here we are. We got our producer behind the scenes.
Job, our man.
Just be sure to like and subscribe and smash that button
How
or
many
something.
times I have to tell you not to fucking say that, dude? What the fuck, Dad?
I got 5 more minutes.
There's nothing necessarily to like and subscribe to.
Am I allowed to
yet.
curse? Am I allowed to curse on this show?
Yeah.
Where's the camera? Is that the camera? Is that the camera?
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's literally right there.
We only have one camera.
Yes.
I'm gonna apologize to all the people watching. Chuck, I'm so sorry. Let's get going.
So our show doesn't have a name yet, but I'm James,
I'm Sean.
and here we are doing our thing. So I have a list of talk shows tend to start with a monologue. We're gonna do a bit of an inner monologue, I like to call it, because there's a lot of questions you ask yourself before you do something like this, and I think this is a pretty comprehensive list of the questions that popped into my mind before we even started this.
So is it you're gonna ask me first, then I'm gonna ask you, or are we gonna both answer at the same time?
I think we'll both answer, right?
And we're gonna talk over each other.
If the mood strikes. So first up, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
No. Is this like stop hitting yourself then?
No.
Why?
But do you want me to start, or do you want to start?
Well, I'm asking you the question.
You're asking me.
So let's say we'll start with you, and then I'll do my version. So, Sean, why are you doing this?
Honestly, I'm doing this because James was like, it was an idea. I was like, hey, we should do a talk show. James said, when are you off next? I said, Thursday. He's like, all right, we're doing it. You know what? It seems like it's going to be fun. Even if no one watches, I don't care. Even if one person watches, his name is Chuck. That's you, Chuck? What's going on? Thank you for watching. I'm still having fun out here. I'm having a good time, so I don't care.
Actually, I'm less nervous than I thought it would be.
It's not that bad.
Which is nice.
We're just hanging out, having fun. We're
Yeah,
number one.
I'm a big fan of talk shows going back since when I was a kid watching Conan's always been my
Conan
favorite.
O'Brien.
And then why are you doing this? I guess the answer would be like, why not? Here we are. we got access to a camera. We have a backyard. Why not?
We have talkie boxes.
We do have talkie boxes, and we're sort of just testing the waters with this one. See what happens. This could be the worst thing. Actually, I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
Question. Well, the next question is actually, what is this show called? Which is interesting because I don't think we have it.
There was a
so good.
man just riding. You guys missed it. He's just straight zooming out there.
Was he on a rascal?
I think it was a rascal.
You can't be on the highway in a rascal.
Like the little.
He was going for it, dude. He didn't care. He was out
wait,
there.
he's on it.
Yeah, we got Joe going out there trying
Joe's
to
exploring.
chase down the man with the rascal.
Joe, he went the other way though.
Joe, he went right.
Yeah, there you
He
go.
went right, Joe.
Well, all right, he's gone. What is this show called? Is the next question. You got him?
You got him?
Oh. See?
Like a picture-in-picture.
You just proved us your worth right there. Within 5 minutes of the show starting, he's already
What did I tell
he's
you?
already running down the street.
My man's, he's got this.
Look at this. It's a full-grown
Can we
dude
see that? Can I
riding a rascal down the side of the
can you
street.
bring that over to the hosts?
Yo, let's see this. I want to see this. Dude, he was zooming. He was really moving. He had somewhere to be.
I just ran the second you said that, and he's already at the train tracks. Like
Yeah. Guy had something to get.
So he was on a rascal.
He was on a rascal.
that might have been a third-party brand. Like
All right. Next question. What
Next
is
question.
this show called?
What is this?
We don't know yet. And
Do you guys want to name it? Hit us a tweet. We don't have a Twitter yet. I'm gonna set up a Twitter. When I set up that Twitter, just hit us a tweet. Give us a ring, guys. Give us a call. This isn't live, so I don't know. I'm not giving you my number.
I said to you last night that I don't want to name the show hastily, and a name ultimately, what's in a name, right? So you can have a horrible. There's a really great band called Diarrhea Planet. Now, that's the worst name I've ever heard for a band ever.
I'm surprised you said it. He doesn't like saying
I don't
that.
normally like to say
Does
that out
not
loud.
like saying
but,
that.
I'm Mustard the Gusto.
Mustard the Gusto.
How do you spell?
This is the host with the
Never
most.
Mustard the Gusto. But what I'm saying is the group is awesome. However, I actively did not want to listen to their music when I first heard there was a band called that. So they just sort of, they found their way into my life somehow, some way. So ultimately, the content is what matters. He's early.
It's early. We got our guest arriving early.
Um,
He's like, what is going on?
but so you can name some. If it's a cool name, you'll want to check it out, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it does matter in a way. So that's why I don't want to name it hastily. I don't want to name it willy-nilly. I want to make sure we have the right name.
We can always wait. It's not
You know
a,
what, though?
you know, it's
Come
not a
on,
big
come on
issue.
in. You're
Get
early,
over
but that's
here.
fine. Come
Get
on in.
over here. We got our guests coming in.
We're gonna finish
right
our
now.
interview of ourselves, then we're gonna interview our guest.
Should he sit here or should he sit here?
Wait, I have iced coffee. Hold on.
Oh, get your iced coffee.
Yeah, get your iced coffee, dude.
Our guest was supposed to show up at 11, but he's a sweet kid. He showed up early.
Very punctual.
Okay, so what's the show called? Up for debate.
Ah.
We don't know. We don't know.
I'm making a list over here of all these various
We got
suggestions.
Joe making a
Mustard the
list.
Gusto.
He's making a
Is
list.
this live?
He's checking
It's
his
not
list.
live, but
It's not
we
live,
are
but talk
recording
as
it.
if we
This
are
is
live.
our first episode of our talk show, unnamed. We wanted you to
Okay.
be the first guest.
You're our first
Wow.
guest.
It's a high honor, man.
We have a list of.
We have a list of questions
Well, we're
we're
interviewing
trying to run
each other right now. We hadn't planned on you showing up right yet, but that's okay. So we're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna get to you, my
And
brother.
we're just hammering right into it.
All right. Third question. This could be awful. You know that, right?
I do know that, and I'm ready for this to be horrendous. But I don't really care. I care, dude. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Same. It comes back to I'm having a good time. I don't
And I'm just
shit.
taking notes. I got a nice suggestion that's going on. Like literally everything you say, certain phrases are possible title names.
Yeah.
Job, the man.
Yeah. If anything
Sorry,
sticks,
dude.
that. Do you have Mustard the Gusto?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Along with
Mustard
what's in a
Gusto?
name, what's this
That was
show
a good
called?
one.
Testing the waters. Why not? We're here.
Why
When are you
not?
off next? Why are you doing this? If the mood strikes, and this could be awful. Along with up for debate. Like there's a
All right.
there's a full list.
Fourth question. What's the deal? What's it about?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
We're gonna sit around. We're gonna talk. Hopefully we're gonna be funny. Hopefully, we'll be insightful. You'll get some cool guests like Dylan here. Some interesting characters.
Should we
that we'll
pretend
bring
he's
through.
not here right now?
I guess we should.
Yeah, pretend I'm not.
Don't even acknowledge.
Sorry,
it.
I'm
gonna,
gonna
like,
shun our guests.
shun this dude?
And we'll have cool guests like our guest Dylan, who's coming up. I don't know where he's at. We're waiting for him. It's like, come on.
You can leave him on camera. That's fine.
You don't have to be rude.
I'm just in my mind. He's not there right now. That brings me to a question that's a little later in the list, but I'll jump to it because I think you brought it up. Do you think you're funny?
Oh.
I think I have my moments. Like I don't think I'm like the funniest guy on earth, but people laugh sometimes when I talk.
People do laugh.
And I like to think they're not laughing at me; they're laughing with me. They're probably laughing.
You like to think that, don't you?
They're probably laughing at me.
Wishful thinking.
What about you, Chuck? Are you laughing?
Follow-up question: is funny the point? I don't know that it is necessarily.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do
It's a
what we do back
byproduct.
here,
If
yeah.
we are funny,
If we're funny, that's great. If we're not, that's fine too.
we're here to
We're just doing our thing.
we're here to talk.
I skipped a question. This question is: other people have done this, probably better. How does that make you feel?
Good for them. Bunch of
I like to
fuckos. What do I
curse.
care what they do?
What's up?
We're allowed to
I
curse.
think we're allowed to curse.
No restrictions. We just
Yeah.
we don't really want to talk about our place of where we work. That's
Yeah,
all.
we don't talk
That's
about
it.
that.
Yeah.
Probably don't talk about your place of work.
Oh,
They probably don't. You probably don't want to talk about it.
hell no.
No, that's something I actively don't want to talk about.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That's not interesting.
They don't want to hear about it. Chuck doesn't want to hear about that.
Listening to Juliana Hatfield, we can talk about that.
Yeah, nice.
She's good, man.
Yeah, I know it's on Universal Heartbeat, but you
That's
go to
a good song.
Yeah, you go to see her. She was in Lemonhead.
We'll get on. We'll talk about
I was
that.
lost. I was lost.
We should send this to Juliana.
You think she'd watch it? Well, her and Evan dated for a while, right? Is that?
Dated.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Will people want to come on the show? Dylan didn't know there was a show.
So we kind of tricked him in.
We did. We pulled a bait and switch. Well, not really, because I just told you when I told you
No.
there was an
Interesting.
exciting opportunity.
Exciting.
I had two things going through my head. Either I was gonna wake up at a time, not now. Or I thought like you were gonna have something here, like a new video game or something.
Or a trampoline.
We
The
Yeah.
trampoline. that
we
would've
do
been
have
cool.
new video games.
Are you disappointed? This
New
isn't
old
a
video
trampoline?
games.
Oh, I love it. This is great. When I pulled in,
Sorry,
I was-
we don't have a trampoline.
No, when I pulled in, I saw the suits. It was all worth it.
I mean, James is wearing the suit. We're just wearing jeans and.
This is sort of a suit. It's like my normal clothes with a suit jacket over. I am wearing nice shoes though.
He's wearing nice pants. He's got
Oh.
nice pants. If you can
and
see
black
him.
socks. I had white socks on, and I was like, that doesn't feel
White
right.
socks.
I do have black socks though, so I'm doing something.
I have no socks because I just
So,
woke up.
will
moving down.
people? Well, I think we're still on the question: will people want to come on the show? And I think they will, because I hate to be cynical, but I just feel like people want attention.
Well, I think people also like the opportunity to tell their story. You know,
Of course, yeah, of course.
to say their piece.
Well, also,
so to speak.
I listen to or watch talk shows.
Is that another one?
I'll listen
Yeah.
to podcasts and stuff, and it's like famous people interviewing famous people, which is great. But it's like there's a lot of non-famous people, and their stories are just as interesting.
Oh yeah.
So, and we know such a diverse group of interesting and cool people that are involved in all sorts of interesting and fantastic projects. I'm trying to marry up the language. I don't think it's I think I said interesting. But anyway, yeah. Well, I've always thought about, like, I'm tired. I don't want to do podcasts again because people don't want to listen to it. Maybe and maybe talk show. Maybe people don't want to watch it, but it's a different format. And yeah, I've always wanted to do something where I interview my friends who are involved in some sort of creative endeavor, whether it be music or acting or whatever. And I feel like we have a lot of those people in our lives.
Absolutely.
So-
Cheers to them.
This was free. If you go to Quick Check.
Did you just steal that?
No,
Quick
No,
check's open.
Be honest, Dylan. Did you just take that and run?
no. At Quick Check, they're having a promotion from May 10th to May 19th. Free 20-ounce baseball.
Can we plug Quick Check right now? Is
Yeah,
that
I
a
mean
thing?
it's free and no one's making money off of
Guys,
this. This is
Quick
all
Check.
totally legit.
Get on down to Quick Check.
Is that the new Quick
Get
Check
your
that
I
didn't
food
open
wish
yet?
my coffee was warmer.
Yeah.
Me too.
We can microwave it.
Can I take a?
Do you want it? You can.
Wait, is this running?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
this
running.
is all
We're
been
filming right
We've
now.
been filming for a long time.
No, I know.
didn't
This is,
know that.
this is
That's why I'm
probably
not
gonna be
crossing
all-
this line.
This is actually taking up longer than I thought. I thought we would burn through these so quickly,
I thought
and
it
we would
was.
just be twiddling our thumbs waiting for Dylan.
Yeah.
No,
But no,
is
this
great.
is-
I mean, if you want your
Mofos
coffee
on
to be
time.
warmer, I
Yeah.
can make that happen because I'm out
Oh,
of
yeah.
coffee.
All
Yeah?
right.
You want to just warm? I mean, I don't have much left. Maybe give it 20 seconds.
Man,
I just want
this
coffee.
is great.
Thank you.
What if I need Joe to Google something?
I'm only doing this because I want more coffee.
We're gonna
That's the
put it
sole-
on hold until you come back. We're not gonna. I have a next question's a real good one.
Episode 20, you guys are gonna have like a microwave under that table. Something
That would be
Another-
sick.
with a or like a trolley system.
Oh wait, Sean, you want to
Yeah.
put your coffee down?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Guys, we're gonna do a little bit. Actually, I don't know where the camera. I'm just gonna stand right here.
Is this
Can
the part
I,
where you
um,
douse me in
can I
gasoline?
throw this at you like a football?
Yes.
All right.
That wasn't really.
Man, that was great.
What?
No, it's great. Thanks, guys. That was our segment. Can I throw this to you like a football?
Yeah, I think that went pretty well.
That was pretty good.
I dig it.
Went off that
It's very original, very unique.
You can look forward to more of those coming up if you watch.
So I get a different item each time.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
always gonna be.
Yeah, it's not always.
That would be ridiculous.
It'd be
Unfortunately,
crazy, Dylan.
There's a basketball hoop thingy over there. We gotta use that one time. Just throw the entire
You
thing.
gotta use whatever.
Just
props
throw
you
the
can get.
basketball.
What is it? Barbecue grill.
Yeah, barbecue grill.
In the Violent Femmes, the guy plays on a barbecue. Not for every
For real?
song, but he has a barbecue grill up there.
That's awesome.
Does he?
Yeah, go and see them this summer.
Where are they playing?
With Ben Folds.
Summer Stage with Ben
Do,
Folds. You heard it here.
Do these people
Violent
know
Femmes, guys.
that y'all are from the Jers?
I don't know if they do yet.
Yeah,
No,
I
they
don't know
shouldn't
that
know
they
where
do.
anyone
We
is
said
from.
we
we
were
are
filming.
filming in New Jersey, the Sycamore Lounge.
There's also
Thank
more
you.
coffee in
Oh,
there.
thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Now my
Sweet.
boy's jacked up on
What else
fucking
we got?
caffeine.
Service.
Right, Sycamore. We're filming from the Sycamore Lounge, which is in central New Jersey. Real place.
Not made
okay.
Is it though?
I have a question.
Is anything real?
I have a behind the scenes question.
Yes, sir.
Since there's always this debate of central New Jersey,
Yes, sir.
and being from the south, I can provide a objective viewpoint here. Is it pork roll or Taylor ham?
say pork roll.
We say pork roll.
I say pork roll.
Thank you.
So that must be it. That's Jersey pork roll.
Except
You
there's
heard it here.
another plug.
Let's plug it up.
There's a place in Red Bank called Taylor Sam's.
Right.
It's really
Taylor
good.
Sam's.
Well, is
I've heard
Taylor
good things.
Taylor Ham is the name of the brand?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But-
that's the name of the brand.
But I mean, like, people get into like death feuds over it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a regional thing.
One time I
You know,
saw
it's-
It's weird.
the last conversation I witnessed. There was foaming in the mouth.
Yeah, you just gotta relax with that.
Take it easy,
Yeah.
guys.
Really, it's
Guys,
okay.
we don't need to fight about this stuff. It's gonna be all right.
All right, next question. Last question was, will people want to come on the show? Next question, what character from Saved by the Bell are you most like?
I want to be honest here.
Yeah.
Did they ever help a homeless man?
They did.
Then that was probably that.
That was, Zach was dating this.
But do we have to
homeless
pick like
daughter.
main cast? Probably main cast, right?
I would say, well, so we have your answer for the extended Saved by the Bell universe. So now let's narrow it down and say main cast. Who are you most like?
I guess kind of AC Slater.
Really?
Well, he's
Generous with himself.
well, he gets along with everybody, but he's still funny. I'm not a Zach for sure. I'm not a sociopath. I don't know. I guess AC Slater.
All right.
That's the best I can.
Dylan?
I'd say Slate.
Slade?
Slatey poop.
Joe?
I'm gonna go with Screech.
Screech?
Screech.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I can.
Screech.
Well, Screech is like kind of a technical genius.
Yeah, except
right?
Screech
Yeah.
is kind of like not cool. So I'm like cooler Screech.
Cool Screech.
I'm Screech, the actor who played Screech.
Ah.
With his
Dustin
book.
Diamond?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
You don't want to be that guy. Don't be that guy.
His book.
I feel like I'm calling myself like a Mr. Belding.
Mr. Belding. I
Just
like
kind
it.
of a square on the sidelines. Hey, what is going on?
But he's got a heart of gold. But he's got a heart of gold.
All right, how can I watch the show and where? Those are interesting questions because I don't even know the answer. to that.
I actually talked to our guy over here, our director, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Likely, what we're gonna do is
Toaster
YouTube.
as a format.
Toaster.
Yeah.
Samsung
Gucci
Smart
toaster.
Fridge.
It's gonna be on a
Okay.
Gucci toaster.
Samsung.
You can
Near
also
you.
watch it on an Apple Watch and Teletubbies. If you got any Teletubbies, you can watch it on those too.
Teletubbies.
You
Oh,
watch it
wow,
on,
like
on their.
On
Yeah,
the
on the-
screen on,
on
a
the
Teletubby.
Tubby.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it matter which Teletubby? Lala, Po, Tinky Winky?
The red one.
You know all the names.
Now there's another one.
There's
You're
another
missing one.
Lala, Po, Tinky Winky. Ramsey?
Can we Google that?
I'm
Can
gonna
we
have to-
Google that?
That's going to be a whole segment.
Marco?
Can we Google
That's
it?
what Job's for. Marco? That's not the name.
Lala, Po, Tinky Winky. Well, first I'll find out if I'm right about the other three.
Uh,
Lala, Po,
Gordon
Tinky
Ramsay.
Winky, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
All right.
It's
Here we go. Here we go.
roll.
Is it like Ra?
Tinky Winky, Lala, Po, and Dipsy.
Dipsy. I knew that actually. All right. So how can I watch the show and where? Did we ever answer that?
I'm gonna say on YouTube. Likely. We're gonna put it up on YouTube. Once we find a name, we'll name it.
Yeah, we should have like a Facebook page. Twitter. You said Twitter.
I'm gonna start a
We
Twitter.
can do both. you know.
We're gonna do a thing.
Twitch.
It's gonna be a media blitz.
Or YouTube, because you could live stream on both if it
YouTube.
comes to that.
Facebook.
I was thinking if this was horrible enough, we wouldn't air it, but I feel like it's going pretty.
It's pretty nice. It's
fine
going
right
pretty
now.
good, right?
Feels good. It
I
feels
like
natural.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's the most natural thing I've ever witnessed.
Really?
Actually. Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, you just kinda walked
Pulled
into
up.
it.
I was like, wow, this is happening.
I'm really like no BS here. I'm so happy that you're our first guest. I really
Oh.
am. This is- I
It
can't think
means
of
a lot.
anyone better.
Thank you.
This is
when I
going
got
a lot
the
better
text-
than I thought it would
When
go.
I got the
not
text
bad, right?
yesterday,
It's going pretty good.
This is entertaining.
felt real good.
All right. Next question is how often will you do these? I don't know. We haven't really discussed that. I was just thinking like weekly,
Yeah, we could do it weekly.
or however often we feel like or don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
We're always going to try to get a guest. I figure if we don't have one, we'll figure our way around that. But I don't want too much time to go where we don't have one.
We're gonna say if there's gonna be a break, it'll be like 2 weeks at best. So we will try to keep up weekly with it.
Yeah, let's say weekly.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
Do you guys have a rain check area? Are you gonna do it inside?
I think we should do it inside. Sean was thinking we should do it under a tarp or something like that. But
I like the idea of like tent city kind of style, like
You
Yeah.
just want to have like this
Gorilla.
Katrina village going on.
basically, yeah. You don't like that?
No.
I mean, we're under the tree. We can just have it
Hey,
hook up the
ShopRite and
tarp to the
Lidl have
drink.
like those big umbrellas on sale right
I
now.
don't think it's worth it when we could just go inside. Is the hook that we're doing it outside? Like, it's fine that we are.
That's the
Well, yeah, I
that's
like
the punchline.
I like doing it out.
That's
It's
the
nice.
punchlines
It's
going on the
pleasant
name.
out here.
It
of the
is
list.
nice, but
I mean,
when
the
it's
list of
raining,
names.
it's not going to be
Oh,
pleasant.
yeah, it's
Well,
okay.
we could, well, that's, if we do have rain, we'll bring it in.
Okay.
That's
Because otherwise we're going to have this giant circus tent or something like that. You know, it's not going
We
to
should
be
get a
worth it.
green screen for inside.
We could do that. All we
Oh,
need.
that's a
And
green
we'll
screen.
have a green
It's like
screen
$6.
picture of outfield.
The tarp.
No, the green screen because
Oh,
it's the
yeah,
same
yeah.
color as those neon
Yeah.
green poster
Like-
boards. You spend $6 and you just have a bunch of those. And you can
Imagine
roll it up,
This, but imagine.
and we
having,
got
like,
Guys,
Final Cut
chill.
and Audition and
Fantastic.
Premiere.
Imagine having an underwater city behind you.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
All
You could have a segment where you
This is
shrink
What we're
down.
doing. Write this down.
Jason Momoa.
What am I supposed to write down? Jason
Guy
Momoa?
Fieri.
Write down Jason Momoa. Just
Guy
write down
Fieri.
Jason Momoa. Don't write anything else.
Oh no, Guy Fieri.
remember it.
How
eating
many
in
Momos
reverse
does this
behind.
guy have? I keep going. Momo,
I don't-
Momo.
I don't know how much people are gonna like Guy Fieri eating.
Just write the
In
dude from
reverse.
Game of
In
Thrones and
reverse.
Aquaman.
I wrote Jason Mon. All right. What kind of guests are you interested in having? I'm, people I think that are interesting.
I would
Or my, my friends.
I would say just anybody who would have us. Just please. If
Jimmy
you're
and
Chuck, if you're out there, you
Jimmy.
can come on the show.
I guess I said earlier, anyone who's involved in it, they don't have to be involved in the creative endeavors, but that's always been a thing. It's like
Someone with
I
a
like
story
to
to tell.
I like to talk about music and things like that, or just what are you involved in, what are you interested in, and like I like to highlight that in some way, shape, or form. But it doesn't have to be that.
Or just something to plug. If that's on the plug, come on here.
Anyone I
Get
like,
over here.
anyone I like.
Yeah.
But I guess even people we don't like would be somewhat interesting.
Do you want to have?
I never said I didn't like.
I don't like.
Oh god.
I don't like.
Who's
Talking smack before we.
I was just kidding.
This is like episode 0.
Episode 0, he's already talking smack. Like that. You don't know this.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
We'll drop it.
Okay.
No, it's
We'll cut that.
No, I'll just like put
Very-
a bar
Bleep it
over
out,
your
bleep
mouth.
It out. Yeah, bleep
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
just beep. Yeah, well,
Can you do that?
I don't
Yeah.
like.
Also, the bleeping thing could be like a Tilly face or something kind of regional
Oh,
and
that's
quirky.
cool.
this is all in here. It's just we don't know who is.
Yeah,
Don't
there's a
say
lot
it.
of.
Well,
gonna be bleeped.
stop saying it.
There's a lot.
More work for me.
He's making more work.
There's a lot of. The next question is. This is going to be the final question, actually. Who is today's guest? And we're going to talk about him before he's here, but he's here. So let's welcome our guest, everybody.
Hey, come on on.
Dylan McLarnick.
Dylan.
Hello.
All right,
Hello,
bud.
sir.
Come on over here. Get on over.
Come on, there you go.
That's good.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Now I feel
Right
like, should
here.
I have hugged him?
Have a seat. Have a drink.
Should we have commercial breaks at any point and just keep talking through the commercials?
Questions I
We don't have any sponsors, yeah.
We could just throw fake sponsors in.
Fake
sponsors?
I think we need a question.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
We can sit down. We don't have to.
We don't have to stand. Yeah.
Dylan,
What's
good to have you here, man.
Yeah,
How's everything been? How's your day?
it's alright.
It's all right?
Yeah.
In what way? It sounds great.
No, it's going good.
You're really grilling it already. Really just getting right
We
in.
don't have a beverage. Do you want coffee? You
Yeah,
have
do you want
coffee.
I had some. I finished.
Need
I
water?
feel hopped up.
You want
Nah.
a juice? Do we have
Nah, I'm
juice?
I don't know.
You
if
want
we
some
have-
eggs? Do you want some raw eggs? Let's get him some raw
We
eggs.
got ramen.
Do you want a
ramen?
bowl of
Ramen?
ramen noodles?
Sonoran ramen line or something.
The other day, somebody asked me where I could get quail eggs. This is true.
Yeah.
I told them I don't know. So
It's a weird thing to
there's
want
that.
to get.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, I think you can get quail eggs at the
Whole
Asian
Foods.
food market.
Really?
I know.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I
Whole
think I saw
Foods
one.
has them by
Guys,
the Beyond Burgers.
Asian
Really?
food market, hit it up. Past the
Okay.
Whole Foods.
Because apparently they're like bigger and
I thought they were
blue.
small. Smaller.
I don't know. So they were asking for something.
I really don't know.
Whatever. On the, the next topic. Wait, what was your question?
I don't remember.
You were like, "How was your day?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was okay." And then you were
Something
like,
about
"Doesn't seem
quail
like
eggs.
you're."
Well, the way he
Oh,
said it, there was
no,
an
I'm good,
inflection
I'm good.
implying that he wanted to talk about why he wasn't doing great.
I
Trying
got
to be insightful.
I got free iced coffee, which my phantom self mentioned before.
Yes. Ghost Dylan.
Yeah. The me that wasn't supposed to be here yet.
The Dylan before the show.
Yeah. But I was looking forward to this. I revolved my morning around this.
Sorry we sprung this on
No,
you.
it was good.
We
It
appreciate
was
you
good.
being here.
Sean and I were
Yeah.
talking about doing this, and Sean mentioned it earlier in the show that I just said we came up with this idea. We should do talk show in the backyard. I don't know if we came up with it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But it happened, and then I thought, you know what? We're just gonna keep talking about this, and it's just not gonna happen.
So you
he
just
says,
did it.
I'm off Thursday. I'm off Thursday too. Let's just do it.
Nice day too.
Yeah, it
Beautiful
did.
day. You couldn't ask for a
It's
better
a very
day.
nice
That's
day.
the thing. When I walked out this morning, I was like, okay, anything goes. So
No holds barred.
nope.
So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your history with music. It's going to be kind of my thing.
I don't know if it's a history. I'd say like
It's a her
in
story?
the making sort of thing.
in the making.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this is history in the making then.
Yeah.
So what was your first instrument that you sort of gravitated towards?
Probably, definitely Guitar Hero.
I was good at Guitar Hero too.
Yeah, Guitar Hero 2.
Did you Guitar Hero 2 is good. Guitar Hero 3, that's one.
Yeah, defeating Lou on Expert.
Yeah, that was difficult. That took me.
What was the one where you
That is-
where you had to do Duel the Devil?
Yeah, that was
the
Lou. The
That was
devil.
Lou?
Lou,
Yep.
yeah. That
Yeah,
was
dude, that was
The
tough.
devil went down
so
to Georgia.
hard, so hard. It probably took me weeks to beat,
Yeah, that was
to beat
crazy.
the devil on, and I think I
remember-
did it at 4 in the morning.
I remember the day I got that. It came out right at the same time as the Simpsons movie.
Right,
So I got that game and the Simpsons movie game.
nice.
So, good
I never
memories.
played the movie game.
I don't remember that.
Simpsons Hit and
Hit
Run.
and Run was
Hit and
the
Run
best.
was a
really
good
good
one.
game.
It was like a
just,
Crazy
just like
Taxi.
Crazy Taxi, but a very good game. But it
Oh,
was like
that
Crazy
was
Taxi.
Road
but
Rage actually.
What's that?
Road Rage.
Road Rage?
Yeah, that was the Crazy Taxi one. Then
What was Hit and Run?
Hit and Run was like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I totally forgot about
Road
that.
Rage is really good.
Yeah, I love Road Rage games.
Yeah.
I love the sim. Anyway, yeah, guitar. My dad, God rest his soul, or Evan Dando, rest his soul. I love me some Evan.
Me too. So that's still
I'd say
on
he's-
though, late July, right? We're gonna.
Yeah, that'll get onto that, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, we'll have like a special. It'll be like a
Oh
special.
yeah. Well, a special episode.
Dylan's gonna do the Lemonheads thing again. I'm talking to you, Joe, not the audience.
Oh, that
Except
thing.
this time I'm gonna be practiced, and I sing. So I've been singing in the car. That's
You
how
know,
I
we could
practice.
introduce. I mean, we could
like it.
in this video we could put that entire 2-hour film in there.
Oh yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Blu-ray extended cut. Film
It's
from
yet
last
to be
year.
released.
Last
Multiple
year-
endings.
We should
Multiple
explain for
endings.
some context. Last year, Dylan played at my birthday party. He played a bunch of Lemonhead songs, Evan Dando songs, and this year you're gonna do it again. Yeah, we
Yes.
filmed the whole thing last year. Long thing.
This one will be better though, because
I'm excited.
gonna practice. Last year I was in a slump I took like a break from singing and playing, so I was that was like the first time I performed in like 5 months. But this time, we just had practice the other night. I'm feeling good.
Awesome. I'm really excited about that. July
Yeah.
19th or 20th. We're not certain on the date yet, but
Yeah.
we'll get there. We'll cement that. So, what was the first band you were in?
Oh.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so back in 3rd grade, there's a band with my good friend Michael DiCristofaro.
Mike D.
Yeah, Mike
D.
D.
MD.
MD.
Shout out to MD.
Yeah, shout out to MD. He was friends with his bro, Tony. Right?
Tony. I wasn't really friends with. I knew him.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, we were friendly. Tony's great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony.
Shout out to
Across the bar. What's up?
We were in a band called Unstable Lightning.
Unstable Lightning.
And I remember we had practice one day, and we thought that we were great, but we were in 3rd grade. So you know how that goes.
Yeah.
But there are some.
Maybe you guys
prodigies.
were great. Maybe
Yeah,
you guys
maybe.
were great. You don't know.
Anyway.
Don't diss your 3rd grade self.
Me and my friend Kenneth.
Green
Geiger.
Monster.
Yeah, Green Monster. He jumped on him and Green Slime.
He didn't
one
actually
night.
jump on me. He didn't know me at the time. I feel like
Okay.
if he did know me, he would have jumped on me. But
Joe.
I remember seeing you guys in
Huh?
a basement in
Water.
Deer
Want some water?
and being very uncomfortable
Want some water?
because
Thank
your
you.
Keep
singer
hydrated,
was
folks.
Stay hydrated.
in his underwear covered in a shamrock shape.
Yeah.
And I remember it being so loud down there, and all the kids were drinking beers, and I'm there, 30 years old. Like, I didn't buy these kids beer, but good luck explaining that to the cops. The band was very good. Now, what was that band called again?
That was Altered
Cross. But before Altered Cross, wasn't there a band?
There was The Uncommonly Good.
Also with Kenny, right?
Yeah, with Kenny on guitar and Lance Schmeckelheimer on bass and singing. And I played drums for that.
I remember, yeah. I saw you guys at the rehearsal studio in Red Bank.
That was
and
crazy.
It certainly was loud.
It was insane.
I remember.
I just remember people were like, because we were like 16, so people were like, oh yeah, you guys are like a raw youth punk band. Okay.
How did you feel, looking back now, how do you feel about Uncommonly?
It was fun. I like drumming. Made some good memories with friends. I don't listen to that kind of music anymore. Like, it was like Black.
You missed
Yeah,
the
like,
catch.
we did some Black Flag covers.
Sure, they'll be
Did you, which one?
Well, like Rise Above and Depression. That was fun.
That was all Lance singing, but you did sing
Yeah.
a lead on Another
we
Day in
did.
Paradise, right?
Yeah, another. That was actually a song centered around the DiCristofaro family.
Nice.
Because their backyard is themed like the Bahamas, essentially. I don't know. You guys gotta go.
Pretty sick.
You should have an episode, man.
If he, I
Yeah,
barely
if he have
know
us,
him.
I would love to.
I know him like this much.
You know what though? I feel like for situations like that, like you know me, I don't care. I'll
They
just
got-
go in there.
They got.
Let's just do it.
They have a fence that's really easy to open. So.
Wait, I was
Wait, so
assuming we were gonna get
You're
permission.
suggesting we
You're
just
saying
break
we
in
just go back there
and film a talk show back there real quick?
It's worth it. Definitely, it's really cool.
I'm willing to get
Anyways.
arrested for this
Done,
show.
It's not
I'm willing
breaking
to
in,
get
it's
arrested.
guerrilla movie making.
Guerrilla tactic, yeah.
Yeah, we could get arrested.
Try to explain that to them.
So I don't want to do that.
I'm ready to die for this show. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep it too long because I know you got work pretty
No,
soon.
no. What time is it?
So it's
As
about
long as I
11,
leave
11:20.
Oh, as long as I leave by 11:50.
All right,
I got like 30
all right.
minutes.
I don't want to keep you forever. So Uncommonly Good. Then we had we
Altered
talked about
Cross,
Altered Cross.
which was-
What happened after Altered Cross?
Yeah, we had so Altered Cross was my friends Patrick, John, Sage, and Kenny. That was kind of like crazy stuff, like Butthole Surfers.
Yeah, there was a real performative aspect,
Insane. But
especially from Kenny.
Yeah. All at the same time, we were like, looking back, we were like 17, so it was kind of fun for being that age. I don't
Yeah.
know. At the time, I'm always thinking that I'm shitty, and I need to make myself better in every way. Just my own personal struggle, I guess. But nobody really knows about it until now, I guess. But I always
Only Chuck's watching, so
only Chuck
What's up, Chuck?
Dukowski from Black Flag.
yeah, he's the only one.
But yeah, I'm always thinking in the present that I'm really awful. I'm overcoming it little by little. Just playing music's kind of a weird thing, but it's all that runs through my head. Like every moment, I'm always like tapping or coming up with something new. What comes next?
Well, Sean and I went to go see your current band at the Saint.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you think Dylan was awful? I remember
No,
you.
it was amazing. It was
Sean was
a
truly
fantastic
blown away,
show.
as I
Thank you.
recall last time.
That was a fun show.
It was such a great rock show, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's your current band,
Venus and Mars,
the
rock show.
the Red Room, right?
Yeah, the Red Room.
How's that going?
Good. That stemmed from, so I had Frenular Delta, which I was just listening to the name.
Yeah, I've always that name. I've always had some issues with that name.
James hates that name.
Well, because
He's always
so
hated
speaking of
that
naming
name.
things, our show doesn't have a name yet, but I'm talking about names in general. You want a name
I think-
people are going to remember.
The name would be, I said before, that's the punchline. It's a
Yeah.
good name.
The punchline?
Or that's
the punchline?
Here's your list so far. I also
Okay.
threw a quail.
We have Joe.
All right, so our list so far
I
is
need to scroll up.
possible names, which, if the mood strikes, why are you doing this? When are you off next? Why not? Here we are. Testing the waters. What is this show called? What's in a name? Mustard the Gusto.
I like that.
I like that one.
That might
That's
be
my
it.
favorite.
I
so
think that
far.
might be it. I like that.
Up for debate. That makes us sound like we're a debate show.
Yeah, no, we're not a debate
That's
show.
not
I want
the
to be clear
plan.
about
Bill
that.
O'Reilly.
This could be awful. Pretty good. Or we could just go, this is awful. What's the deal? That's like a Jerry Seinfeld type. But do you think you're funny? Laughing with me? To say their piece?
I don't want to give people the impression that we're going to be funny.
Yeah,
No.
that's
That
the
could
thing.
be a
I don't-
segment
yeah.
thing. You know,
Anyway,
just different.
yeah. That's the punchline. It's going good. How's your day? That's like, hi, how are you? Daniel Johnson and stuff. In the making, tell us about that.
I like Mustard the Gusto.
I
Yeah.
think so far that's
Yeah.
the
That might be
Mustard the
it.
Gusto.
And then you can have like a mustard segment, like where you squirt.
We highlight a new mustard.
Yeah. You do that.
Guys, look forward to our new mustard segment coming next week.
Mustard the
Do you
Gusto.
remember when you shoved your face into a plate of mustard and then it was burning and you were screaming?
I do. That burned a lot.
Okay,
I
so
was
we were-
a very
we were
stupid
teenagers.
kid.
Was, huh?
well, it depends. What kind of mustard? Like grape?
I think it was like
Coupon?
spicy brown.
Yeah, it was like
Ooh,
spicy.
Okay,
It was a
that's not
spicy
good.
brown.
I was gonna say if
it
it was,
was
like
rough.
If it was like a Dijon or grape Poupon, I feel like that would be
More
like
pleasant.
soothing.
Yeah.
Would it? I don't think it would. I think it would
well,
still.
It's, you know what is the vinegar?
It's
Every
very
everyone has
acidic.
vinegar in it. Yeah.
Very
It's
acidic.
therapeutic.
Anyway, the reason we got off on a name tangent is because Frenulent Delta. I just want
Yeah.
a name you want people. So you hear a band name like Death from Above 1979. I heard that band.
You're like,
I heard that name and I was like, I got to hear that
Yeah.
band. Frenulent Delta. You say, what is that?
Yeah,
And then you
it's a
had to tell me
penis.
12 times. Yeah, it's a penis. For those listening, you had to tell me
I don't
12
know why
times
that
before I
happened.
remembered it. That was my problem with that name. The
Yeah.
Red Room, I like. Red
Yeah.
Room, boom. You don't forget that.
Red
The
Room.
thing
Guys,
is-
check them out.
I don't know if the Red Room's like what's happening right now.
Sort
Because-
of dormant.
well, no, it's with Frenular Delta was me, Sage, and we recorded that album
Yeah.
with Rich Van Cleef, and he did a fucking great job. That album was good. I was listening to
I
it
enjoyed it a
last
lot,
night.
yeah. And I remember talking with one of your musical heroes, Jared Gaskill. I
Yeah.
remember really enjoying it from
Yeah.
King's X.
Yeah, Jerry from King's X, he's around this area, and they're a really great band from the late 80s. They're from like early 80s, I feel like, into
Yeah.
the 90s. Musical legends, really, that didn't really get their, true respect.
Did you get the book? I know they had a book come out recently.
No, I didn't get that. I got to, though.
Birthday present. October,
October
10?
21st.
21st. I'm going to write that down here. October 21st.
But,
then I'll perform for you like
Yeah.
some Papa Roach songs or something.
Icelandic
That'd be-
throat singing.
Yes.
Or
I've been
Icelandic
working on
throat
that.
singing.
Pretty sure people could dig that.
Dig? Dig. We have like a secret word on this show, but it's always dig. And it's,
Dig!
all right.
That's
so,
awesome. That just
So
organically
the Red
came up.
Room is sort
Anytime
of
dig is
dormant at this point.
Well,
you're saying. Great.
we played with Christopher Russo, who's the drummer for Shady Street Show Band.
Right.
They just did like a Florida run. He's fucking beast, monster drummer.
He was awesome. The
Um,
whole band was awesome.
I was shocked at what that guy could do because we were drumming with Nick from Wet Brain, and he's our current guy.
Yeah.
I sent him. So basically, being a musician kind of sucks. It's like
I can imagine.
I sent him 7 or 8 songs by email, so he's gonna listen to them and learn them because he's the original guy who was playing on them. But then we needed to get these shows down. We had a show in Montclair and at the Saint. So Chris teaches drums for a living, so he learned the songs in like a week.
Wow.
And we did that show that you saw.
Yeah.
Me, Dustin and I are the songwriters, I guess.
That was
Dustin
for
Cephas.
Dustin.
Yeah. Dustin's in a really cool band called Sister Ancestor.
Right, with my friend Alice.
Yeah, Alice.
Really good.
Alice Fawn.
Alice Fawn,
She has
yeah.
really good poetry.
Really,
And,
really awesome.
Eric, who's a really cool dude, and it's
Yeah,
just
I saw them in Atlantic Highlands, right? They were fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen them band a number of times, Sister Ancestor, before Dustin joined.
Yeah.
And then after Dustin joined, I saw them play in Atlantic Highlands, and I thought, oh, okay, this is the secret ingredient.
Yep.
Like, the band really
Yeah.
sort of gelled after that, and I thought they were fantastic.
Dustin's I forget every time I see Sister Ancestor, I never speak with their bassist. I don't know why. We just never. I forget his name too. I feel
John?
bad.
Try for John.
But he's a really nice dude. Like we talked before. If you're watching this, which you're probably not.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely is.
But yeah, they're really
Trying to keep an eye on our
fantastic
time
band.
here. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I could talk
But
for
I
hours.
want to keep an eye on the time. I want to know what
Oh,
other
yeah.
sort of musical endeavor you're involved with.
My girlfriend Olivia is like, "Are you okay?"
Tell her.
Did you just
send
leave
her
without telling her?
Send her back a question mark.
You should take
The Black Clouds. You're in the Black
Yes,
Clouds
yeah.
too. Now,
the
is
Black
there,
Clouds.
what's going on with the Black Clouds? You got anything coming up?
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, really? Is that true?
I could say one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it. It's like a spoiler thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Clouds. We got some. So Black Clouds, I was a fan of them before. So basically, me and James, I snubbed James and our old friend, or not old friend. I just saw him the other month. Tim. When I was like 16, we were gonna go to the Stone Pony.
Right.
to
I remember this now. Yeah.
Did you hear
You were
about
supposed
that?
to.
I didn't hear about
He was supposed to meet us at the New Year's thing at the Stone Pony. Me and Timmy, and actually our mom went.
Showed up. Yeah.
Was there. And Dylan was supposed to be there, and he just
I
straight
didn't
up
show
didn't
up.
show up. And I gotta think,
was-
like, if you're gonna be there, be there. And he didn't even text me or anything like that. I remember.
I tell you what, that experience I learned, and ever since I don't do that. I try not to.
That's right. I do remember that.
But
though.
I
I remember
so-
James being really mad for a while at you.
Well, I wasn't mad, but I let my
we were-
feelings be
yeah.
known because we worked. Next
Yeah,
day
with good reason.
was big day, New Year's Day
Yeah.
for us, and I remember, like, I don't know, it's just this thing, like, I have a thing with keeping your word. And he didn't text me or anything. I think that was the big
Yeah.
problem. But the Black Clouds were there that night with.
Oh no, I think this was the year after, right?
Were
Or
they?
did they play that?
Were they? I think they were the Pixies that year.
Oh,
right?
okay, so I missed the Pixies.
Well, were you there for Nirvana?
Yeah. So anyway, after that, like a year later, I went and we saw Black Clouds. It was Dan Matthews, my boss. No, at the time, not a boss. He's a great dude. At the time, I was looking, and he was just some dude belting out these Nirvana songs.
Sounded fantastic.
He sounded exactly
really,
like
really
he could.
incredible.
If Nirvana went on tour again with they needed a new singer, he could definitely do it.
Yeah.
That's sort of good.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was Bob on the drums and Gary on the bass, and I think Mike from Yawn Mower on the other guitar. But they were just amazing. And then I looked them up online and I started listening to the Black Clouds. They had really tight music, and I saw that they did a song with Mark Arm from Mudhoney.
Yeah.
There was a song called Vice, the Black Clouds, and Mark Arm sings on it. Like, Dan got Mark Arm to sing on this track. They recorded with Jack and Dino at Dave Grohl's studio in Seattle. It's like crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
I was like, who's this local band? Because I saw they were from like Spring Lake.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this local band? So I got in touch with Dan. We started talking, and one day out of the blue, he asked me to fill in on bass for them for like a couple of shows because their bassist Gary was going on maternity leave because he just had his son Oliver, which is great.
Congratulations.
Amazing, yeah. And now Gary's living his own life right now, and he's living his, dad life. He's with his wife, and he's fucking happy.
Yeah.
So I took the position,
Nice.
and
Yeah, and you sound. I saw you at the Stone Pony with them. Fantastic.
like I gotta say though, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows with the Black Clouds we're allowed
Yeah.
to mention?
We're playing at the bathroom of the Wendy's in
Nice.
the one near Coles.
Cool.
135.
That'll be fun.
That's gonna be a great show. Great show. Great acoustics in that bathroom. You would be surprised at the acoustics in that bathroom.
Yeah, right. No, we're playing Red Tank Brewing in Mama Street.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, look at my boys ready.
Joe,
Boys
can we get
ready.
a shot of this?
Well, we'll have to add that in post because I'm filming with the phone. I can't zoom in.
It's all good.
Y'all didn't hear that.
My lovely waifu Olivia made that poster.
It looks beautiful.
Did a good job.
Fantastic. Dig it.
Yeah. But yeah, we're playing May 24th, next Friday, Memorial Day weekend.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you.
All right.
I wish I could go. I
work.
forgot to take off.
I got you. It's okay.
Take off.
No, we live in a society where we got to.
Gotta do what you
we
gotta
gotta
do.
run in place.
We got.
Chuck gets
So I know we're running a little short on time, but I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to.
Okay. Let's do it.
Do you want to walk over to the car here?
All right, let's do this.
Wait, what?
Joe, you ready?
Yeah.
Who, me?
You.
You.
Multi-angle
It's you.
time.
You won, man.
See, Sean, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm a film.
Do you have a pick?
Are you filming them with the?
I'm doing both.
Oh, nice.
Cut
I don't
between.
know what to play though. Whatever your heart desires, buddy. Okay, so this is the Mazda 3 performance stage.
Just wanna be clear. Mazda does not sponsor us in
We
any way,
are
shape,
not
or
being
form.
paid by Mazda. I paid Mazda.
Oh,
some
well.
money.
I forgot that part. I was hoping the whistling solo. I was like, Yeah, the
he's not
whistling
gonna forget
solo.
the whistling solo. It's fantastic.
Spot
You
on.
good? You want to play another one, or are we good?
I could play. What is? I could play that one riff from that. That's all. That's all.
Well, I think that's
that was
it.
decent.
Oh, it was perfect. It was fantastic.
I mean, I did. I've actually never played that song before.
That was really good.
But
That was awesome.
I was.
We'll see.
Well,
I've
it's,
listened to it enough.
That's our first
Oh, wow, that's a
episode.
nice
That's
pick.
the
we did
episode.
it. We did it. You keep that. That's for you, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
That's right.
It'll make me remember.
It's a memento.
We didn't have like a gift bag for you.
Memento,
Yeah, we
like
don't
the,
have one.
like the
But,
movie.
Like the
with,
movie. It'll be just like the
what's that guy? Something Pants.
Guy Pearce.
Joey Pants.
Pants? Joey Pants.
Pantoliano. Joey Pants.
As they call him, Joey Pants.
They do call him Joey Pants.
They do call him?
Yeah, that's,
Joey
that's like
Pants.
yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Joey
Chuck, is that
Pants.
true?
That was fun.
All right.
That was-
well, that was
that
our
was
first
awesome.
episode of I guess what we'll call it now, Muster the Gusto.
Muster the Gusto.
Muster the Gusto
And
with James and
You
Sean.
need to have an episode where, or you need to have an episode where you put your face in the mustard.
I will
and
do it.
The episode
I'll do
is
it.
called
He
Mustard,
will do it.
The Gus.
I
Gus.
would absolutely do
Or
it.
maybe you have a segment where you try each different mustard to put your face in.
I mean, the mustard
Oh, like
thing
I have
also
to do
works with the
multiple
logo.
mustards?
You're not tasting them. You're just putting them in your